So right off the top, a big thank you to Schimmel for allowing us into their booth at one of the more quiet periods into the show. This is still really only the second year that NAMM's been back after the pandemic, and the attendance this year seems to be way up. So finding quiet moments generally have been a little bit tricky. Without a doubt, Schimmel has brought the most impressive looking array of grand pianos to the show from any manufacturer, and that includes Fazioli, Bechstein, Kawai, Seiler, any of the above. This year it's clear that they've really gone out of their way to highlight their skill at veneering and inlay work, and the assortment of grand pianos that they have here, almost all of them in the C169 configuration, is nothing short of impressive. But right at the very back of the room is something that caught my eye even more so than all of these exotic finishes, and that is the Black Pearl. Now, ultra deep black finishes have been getting a lot of coverage over the last few years, mostly in the automotive space and special coatings industries. But this is the first time I've seen it land in the piano world. And this finish technology at this point is exclusive to Schimmel. They've partnered with an unnamed supplier in Germany to come up with this finish. And there's three big headlines here with this finish. Number one, it shows and feels like a much deeper black than anything you could achieve with either a rubbed polyester or high gloss polyester finish. But number 2 and 3 are the ones that are sure to get the most attention, because satin finishes like this generally have two big weaknesses. First is that they scratch incredibly easily because you've essentially rubbed off the top protective coating. And second, they show and collect fingerprints even worse than high gloss finishes, and they're much more difficult to clean them off. The finish we're looking at right here isn't just scratch resistant, it's fingerprint resistant. Things like a belt buckle gently sliding up against the side, the binding of books, the sides of watches or rings or other jewelry, which would almost always leave a lasting mark, doesn't leave any detectable marks whatsoever on this finish. But what's more, even when you try and leave a fingerprint, it simply disappears. Add to this the fact that Schimmel pianos are some of my favorite in the world to play, and this has really piqued my curiosity. We don't have any specific pricing information on this yet, but I found it to be one of the more interesting pieces here at the show. Thanks so much for checking it out.